Hello and welcome to your weekly street motion instructional video. I hope that everybody's not losing their minds whilst being isolated, washing your hands, not licking the pavement, you know, things like that, healthy things. Today we're going to be working on butterfly kicks. This is a move that I've actually been working on during the first few weeks of the lockdown in preparation for this video, so my technique might not be perfect. But what I'd like to do is share with you the progression and some step-by-step footage to try and teach you this move in preparation for when we reopen. That way, when we go back to street motion, once the lockdown's over, we'll be able to start working on more complicated moves like butterfly twists, if everybody is familiar with butterfly kicks. So a butterfly kick, you may not have seen before, looks like this. So what we're going to do is start with a small warm-up at home, and then I'm going to continue warming up once I get to the field where we're going to film the majority of the video. If you don't have a field at your disposal, just use your back garden, front garden, any flat ground, preferably glass. Glass? Not glass. Don't train on glass. Preferably grass would be really good for practicing this move. So we're now out here in just a field. I just wanted to find some flat ground. This place is like 2 minutes walk away from my house. So starting with step one, which is going to be just the foot placement and the initial movement to try and generate some momentum for the actual kick. So starting with your feet on the ground about double shoulder width apart, you're going to keep those legs relatively straight and you're going to make a movement with your chest only. So bending at the hips, you're going to go down towards this leg, across, bend your legs as you do this. So you come across close to the floor, as close to the floor as you possibly can. Across there like that. That's the first step. So the next step is that you're just going to lift up your leg as you go through it. I use my right leg because that's where I start the actual wind up. So I go down onto the left leg, so I go down onto the right leg, across, and then lift up that leg at the end. So I want you to do that fast. See what it feels like. It should just feel like you're spinning on the spot and you're kicking your leg up. But this is where you can start to add the jump and the third and final step, which is a leg switch. So after you get to this point and this leg's in the air, you're just going to switch your legs over with a jump. Okay? That's it. And again. That's it, nice and slow for you. So when I'm landing after the switch, at the moment, sweeping, lifting, switching, I'm then bringing this leg that was in the air last back round to the other side. That allows you to keep the momentum moving forwards if you decide to chain this into another move. Hopefully, by this point, you've got the step-to-step guide of how to learn to butterfly kick. I recommend that you record yourself doing the move as you're practicing and then play it back to yourself just so that you can sort of coach yourself into the correct movement. Compare between the clips that I'm about to show you and your version as you practice, and hopefully you'll get closer and closer to the right technique as you do so. So for the first angle here, we've got just a front on. I'm doing a wind up here, which is sort of stepping into it with a turn, which isn't essential. Here you can see my back is fairly straight, and you can see as I sort of drive that back leg up to build the height, that it doesn't go above where my chest is. I stay nice and flat to the ground the whole time, even as my legs switched there. The leg reaches down and the back leg comes round. Here we've got a different angle. We're going to be going nice and deep with a straight back on that scoop, and then you can see my body raising at the same rate as my back leg there. Now my leg is a little bit bent here. You should ideally have a more straightened leg, but just make sure that you're nice and flat. So then your legs are going to switch over. The leg that was on the floor is going to take the place of the leg that was in the air, and the leg that was in the air is going to reach down towards the floor for the landing. And as you can see, my arms are helping me balance in the air here. as your foot comes down, you should be able to turn over so that you're back to facing sort of forwards, and then you can stand up and try to look cool, as I'm doing here. That's it. That's how to butterfly kick. And yes, I do realise that you couldn't see my face or the top of my head for most of the video. Lesson learned. The more videos like this I do, the better it'll get. We're all figuring out this format, so thank you for your patience whilst we do that. And if you've been going to Street Motion for a long time, you might know a move that you can learn at home that's safe to do at home that I haven't thought of yet. So just drop those suggestions into the comments on the videos. I will do my best to read every single one and consider all of the suggestions. And your idea might actually be something that we can teach through this format, which would be great. And that is it from me this week. I hope that you found this video helpful. I know that myself, Dom, Jacob, Sam, all of the Street Motion coaching team and the ambassadors are really missing the timetable sessions. And rest assured that we will get back to those timetable classes as soon as humanly possible. But in the meantime, these videos will help you to continue to develop your skills and ensure that you remain strong and active, so that when we do go back to Street Motion, we're not just picking off from where we left off, we're picking up from further, from a higher skill level than when we left. And that's the hope. Make sure that you're warming up and cooling down as well. I didn't show it in this video, but I did a warm up, I did a cool down. Remember those good habits, because they will help you train and get stronger faster. So until the next one, that's enough from me.